Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paolo Del Rosario.
And we give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Jet Manuel. Watch the game live on the Pilipinas Live app for just 99 pesos a month. Available for download on Google Play and the App Store.
Welcome back, Jet. I missed you. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game.
And welcome back to the game. We are deep into the semifinals of the PVL Invitational Conference, and the action can only get better from here. And with that, we have some huge names that have been playing to the best of their abilities to put their team ahead. Let's take a look at the standouts of the Invitationals with volleyball analyst Noreen Go. Good evening, Noreen. Always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Excited to be here as usual.
Yeah, I know. And Noreen, can I just say, I just want to welcome Jet back.
I know, I heard.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're here a lot, Noreen. Pero having Jet here, grabe, himala. Let's talk first about those strikers here that really have been shining. In particular, Tots Carlos and Creamline. I had a few questions, or was wondering whether or not Alyssa Valdez would take up more of the scoring cudgel, maybe take off some of the load from Tots Carlos. But then Tots has just been finding ways to pile on the points with all the help that she's getting. So Creamline just look a lot more dangerous.
Creamline is, I would agree with you, Creamline is dangerous because their players are steady. I mean, you talked about Tots Carlos. She's just been a consistent one. Yes, Alyssa Valdez is slowly but surely coming back, so pretty excited for her fans. She's been playing so well, and you know, even to Coach Sherwin, he's not surprised because she's playing well. No? And can you imagine how Creamline will even be if Alyssa plays her normal game, injury-free, healthy? But back to Tots Carlos, she has just been focused. She's MVP caliber, and she's bringing that game in, game out.
Let me talk about Tots Carlos, but another player who has been performing well, scoring a lot of points, is Ces Molina. What can you say about her? Your impressions on her game so far?
Ces Molina, actually, I was looking at some numbers after the games. She has been top scoring in a lot of games, although it's very tight. You know, I don't think they can make it to the finals because it seems like Creamline is undefeated, and the Japanese team also undefeated. So they are the heavy favorites to make it to the finals. But it's really not how you start, it's how you end it. We always say Ces Molina, like Tots Carlos, has been the constant one. And we're hoping, you know, I mean, she is a veteran in her squad, but we're hoping in future conferences, maybe she can lead her team to a finals appearance.
What is different about Ces this time around? Because, again, there are times wherein maybe she isn't shining as much as we expect her to, or someone else does for Signal. But what is different as of late that we are suddenly seeing her pop up?
Oh, could you ask that? I mean, it did come to mind when you talk about Ces Molina. It's like she embraced her role because when she joined the team, you have players like Takis, Meneses. No, they're already there. So facing that role and the responsibility. So she's playing well, and we're just excited about this Signal squad.
Going from one end to the other end, I think we talked about this off-air, some skill sets that you wanted to highlight. From offense to defense, you know, one of the players that has been playing great defense is Ced Domingo.
Yeah.
So what do you see in how she's able to play at this high level?
What I love about Ced Domingo really is throughout the elimination, she's okay, she's good, right? But she's not like, oh, the Ced Domingo that won a finals MVP, right? Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's high praise, yeah.
We have to say, yeah, she's good, okay? But come semis, so far in their 2 games, she has already 10 blocks. So every time the stakes get higher, she just steps it up, you know, a notch higher. So that's why, you know, Creamline is still undefeated because Ced Domingo, you know, not the tallest, but she makes it up with really timing and speed.
I want to talk about someone who's dangerous even before rallies actually start. That is because she's one of the best servers in the game today, Jel Cayuna. 7 aces already. And every time I see her walk up to that service line, I feel like seeing that in itself is already a weapon. Yeah.
I mean, we always say the setters are always the better servers. And Jel Cayuna is showing us that. And again, you know, she is a setter, but she's doing it in all aspects. I even saw, not just in serving, not just in setting, but blocking. She has tallied 2 blocks already. And she's the only, I think, setter who has 2 blocks. So all-around game for Jelka Yuna. It looks like for me, although they might not make it to the finals, MVP numbers for Jelka Yuna.
And one player who has excelled in setting is Gia de Guzman.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's pretty good.
Next topic.
But again, we've said it so many times already. It feels like this girl, when she is sticking, Cream like just look that much better. And at the same time, it feels like she's almost ageless in the way that she approaches her work. Like there's no dip in the quality of the way that she sets.
You said it. I mean, consistency. We keep talking about consistency because that is the name of the game. That is what is key. That's what separates the women from the girls, right? Like men from the boys.
Yeah.
Gia has that. Gia is always calm, collected. Even if they're down in a match, maybe down set point, match point, she's just so composed. And she brings that and she just, leads her team and they get through. So again, that's why they're undefeated. Gia de Guzman, again, best setter numbers again this conference.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk about these players and what makes them so great, and I mean, if you can see that as a fan, it's more entertaining to see. But one last skill set I think that we want to talk about. I mean, a lot of young girls have been idolizing these players as being a great libero. And if you talk about libero, Kath Arado is one of the names that you brought up. What makes her such a great in that specific skill set of hers?
Well, when you watch matches, you see liberos come in and out there. Two liberos. Sometimes one goes in for digging, one goes in for receiving. But Kath Arado's just doing it all.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the numbers. She's tops in receiving, tops in digging. So all around, I mean, when she's at the back, she's just manning the court, the floor defense so well. So for PLDT, on the side, they're just hoping that will translate to more offense, to more wins.
She's consistently been one of the best liberos in the country for a while now, and I'm glad to see her shining still here with PLDT. Noreen, we really appreciate you being here. We're gonna talk a lot more for a lot longer next time. I hope you're gonna be ready for that. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
And always thanks for coming, Noreen. And after the break, we'll